Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday morning practice. We'll be spending the next hour and a half together, what I call a boot camp. So today, the exercise on the floor is the QiGong exercise, the 1,000-year-old QiGong exercise called Jing, which means exchange of tendon. Actually, it's the mistranslation. It's really um, more like tendon. In this case, it's actually more like connective tissue. Okay, but in any case, so the word today is pain, like aching pain, not pain that you get from a cutting of a finger, aching pain. So the Chinese believe that aching pain, is comes from inflammation. Inflammation comes from the fact that the qi, the life energy, is blocked in your system. So we're going to start with doing some finger exercise. We're going to do finger exercise and continue with the exercise of the toe and the feet. And then we're going to be doing some tapping and massage and acupressure and scraping, a number of different modalities. So let's bring our left hand and focus on the left hand. See that you have fingers. See that each finger has joint. And so now we're going to bring out the right thumb, and we're going to use, if you can, sometimes as we get age, our fingers hurt. So you have to find the right place so it doesn't cause any pain. And so I prefer, this is my choice, to use this bone. And then so I put the bone on top of the joint and I massage the front, massage the left, come back to the front, and then go to the right. And when I finish one, I move to the next joint, repeat, massage the front, left, and then when I finish one finger, I go to the next. Now, the reason I keep saying that is because this is a meditation class. It's just that we're not limiting to meditation, sitting meditation. We're actually learning how to meditate while we're moving, because we're moving all the time during the day, right? Sometimes we even move when we sleep. So it's important to learn to meditate while we're moving. And we move when we walk, we move when we exercise. So when you move, I want you to learn to anchor your mind onto your body and focus on the change in your body, any heat that you generate, and any numbness, pain. Now we're going to go to the right hand, same thing, using the left thumb, one joint at a time. Again, treat this as a meditation. And when we move, we meditate on the body. When we're stationary, whether we're sitting, standing, or lying down, we meditate on the breath. Okay, we don't do both at the same time, one at a time. Now you will find that as we age, our fingers hurt, right? Arthritis. Arthritis is inflammation, right? So you know that sometimes your thumb, in my case, the thumb, it's only just the thumb, but you get distortions in the thumb, but then a lot of times we get distortions on the other fingers. So massaging the fingers will relieve the pain. All right, so now we're going to work on the back of the hand, same thing, using the right thumb, any part of the thumb, doesn't need to be that bony part. Okay, whatever is comfortable to you. Now you'll find that as you massage the fingers, not only will it relieve the pain in the finger, it turns out to relieve the pain in the rest of the body as well. Because what we're doing here is not really just localized relief. We're actually relieving the energy blockage in the extremities. Now the extremities are the fingers, are the toes, are the ears, and the top of the head, the bottom of the feet. These are called extremities. So when the energy travels the extremity, they have to return. So when they go out of the body, we call that yang, influence of the sun. When they return, it's called the yin, right? The absence of the sun. All right, so now we're done with the joints. We're going to work on the tip. And first, we're going to work on the back of the hand. So I want you to take the right hand, the thumb, and the index finger, and just kind of squeeze around the nail, the corner of the fingernail. Okay, so it turns out that these are the places where you will find some energy points. I hope by now you have enough curiosity to actually do some Google search on the 12 meridians. Okay, understanding that these 12 meridians, they happen to name after the organs. They don't represent exclusively the organ, they just happen to name after them. Okay, now, all right, we're done with the fingertips. We're going to continue to work on the back of the hand. So I want you to put the right on top of the left hand and the palm touching the back of the hand. Squeeze the finger a little bit and just kind of massage, get the circulations going. Okay, now go to the other side and again, getting the circulation going. All right, so now we're back to the tip of the fingers again. This time we work on the front, the palm side. So back again, using the index, using the thumb, and just kind of massage the tip. Turns out that there's 10 energy points at the tip of the fingers. Massage the tip of the fingers. Same thing on the other side. Now I want you to imagine a circle around your palm and just kind of rub your palm together. Okay, so now we're done with massaging the fingers. We're going to do some finger exercise. So I want you to take your palm and stretch the fingers as far as you can. Stretch it as far as you can. And then now I want you to rotate the fist, squeeze the fist as hard as you can, and then expand it back, squeeze, second time, expand, stretch it as far as you can. And then one last time, squeeze. Okay. Now I want you to do some more finger exercise. This turned out to be a very famous Qigong exercise. You take the thumb and the index finger and you squeeze as hard as you can. Then the middle finger, you squeeze as hard as you can. Then the ring finger, and then finally the pinky. Now you're back to the index finger again. This time you put the thumb in the middle, anywhere it's comfortable, and you squeeze, middle finger, squeeze, index finger, squeeze, and then squeeze. Not index, I mean the ring finger. All right. So now we're going to put the fingers together, the palm together, and we're going to push as hard as we can. And then we're going to bring it down. You feel the stress on the wrist. Bring it all the way down, all the way down. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do some tapping. We're going to tap. Okay. And then we're going to put the fingers tip together. All right. Make sure the fingers are nice and straight. I'm going to tap, and at the same time, I want you to focus on the feeling and feel the vibration of the fingers. Get ready. Go. Okay. Now I'm going to tap on the inside of the palms. This is the side that is away from the sun. We call it the yin. The side is towards the sun. That's the yang. The yin has three energy lines. This is the heart, the pericardium, which is basically the heart, the organ. In this case, the heart is really the mental state. In Chinese, they don't separate the two. The one word has two meanings. It's both the organ and also the state of mind, and then the lung. All right. So we're going to learn to tap some of these energy points. Okay. So now we're going to put the hand together. You see the index finger comes in. There's a part here, and then the thumb comes down here. So a part here. So there's sort of a parallel. All right. So now we're going to put the palm together like this, forming a V, and then the muscle is towards the muscle. All right. I'm going to tap that 30 times. And then now we're going to do the opposite side. This is the thumb coming in here. It looks like a little drumstick. You put that together, forming a V 30 times. Okay, so again, this is the mental state, mental part of the heart, and so this reduce anxiety or anxiousness and that kind of thing. It just restores your harmony in your mind. And this one actually is misleading to just say that its lung is actually what we call the mineral out of the five elements. So this one is not just the lung, but it's also the immune system. Right? All right, so now we're going to work on the yang side of that. The yang side of that, the the heart, the mind is the small intestine. So the Chinese believe that the small intestine has a lot to do with with your state of mind, right? We know that, right? Eating is a very good therapy. Now, the way to do that is that the energy point is here. So we're going to fold our arm, our hand like this. You see the line going across? It's right here. So we're going to, now this time we're going to put the palm flat like this. We're going to roll up the fingers, but don't hold it tight. And just 30 times. Okay. Now, so this is called the small intestines. It's the yang side of the mind, the mental state. And now the yang side of the lung is the large intestine, right? So I remember I said that the lung is not just the lung, it's actually the immune system. So the large intestine is imagine that would be like the detox. So let's take this energy point, the one we just worked on, and just kind of put that in here. All right. So if you take your fingers, you see the little bump here, you open, there's a valley. So there's an important energy point here called the merging valley. So we're just going to put that over like this and small intestine versus large intestine. Huh? Okay. All right. 30 times. Okay. Now the other side, same thing. Okay. Now the large intestines, I mentioned pain, like aching pain. And we believe that the Chinese believe that that comes from the blockage of the qi. And so it turns out the large intestines relieve some of the blockage in the entire body, some of the important energy point here. It also turns out that there are a couple of energy point here that are very good in releasing, in helping with your high blood pressure. Right? Sometime, I think last time or the time before, someone says, "What if I have low blood pressure?" It's opposite. Actually, the Chinese doesn't make that distinction between whether high or low. They just said that it's not right. So whatever it is that whether you're high or low, it's just because there's a disorder. So we restore the harmony. All right. So now this energy point is something you wanted to know. Okay. This one actually relieve pain. So again, we open. There's a valley. Now you take the thumb. You see this line here. You put that like on top of the web. You go over, and then you kind of move it around. You press down, and then it's like really tender. Okay. So this is a very good energy point. It also helps with high blood pressure. Now, this one actually travels on the outside because it's facing the sun. The next energy point is right here. So when you make a bend, it's called a pan at the bend. So you put your thumb on top of that. There's a cavity, open it, and just kind of squeeze. Okay. And then it travels up to the top of the shoulder. If you measure 4 fingers down, there's another energy point here, a little bit achy, okay, a little bit of pain. Same thing on the other side. Work on that. And then over here, right? These are very famous energy point that if you look up energy point, high blood pressures, you will find these energy points down there. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna do. So what we have done so far, we have done massage, we have done tapping, and a little bit of acupressure. Right? These are different modality, but they're all the same. They're just trying to relieve blockage in your chi. So the next one we're going to do is something called scraping. Right? We're going to scrape the energy line. So I want you to really focus on the elbow and focus on the wrist. So it's the starting and the end. And so across the elbow, 3 energy points. Across the wrist, 3 energy points. Energy points along the way. And so the middle one is the one that we call the pericardium. When you go further up, you see the bone. One side of the bone is the lung, the other side of the bone is the large intestine. And then similarly in the center of the arm is called the triple warmer. So we're going to use the knuckle on the right hand, and we're going to scrape in the middle and further down, very, very meticulously. Now, it turns out that around where you wear the watch is an energy point here that has to do with the heart, right? So the rhythm of the heart. Okay, now go to the wrist and come back, right? And then straighten out on one side of the bone and the up down. So um, one of the source of pain, aching pain in the body is uh, what do you call that? Carpal tunnel, right? Carpal tunnel. Okay, that's when you keep repeating the same motion, right? It's either repeating the same motion or lack of motion. It's really inflammation, just blockage of chi. And so this exercise that we're doing now really helps with the carpal tunnel. As we age, sometimes we wake up in the middle of the night for no reason. And next time when that happens, see if your arm is warm. Sometimes you feel like the arm is warm, and instead of getting up and go to the kitchen and warm up milk and do all that, which actually will wake you up, you just stay in the bed and then start scraping, and then it will relieve the kind of the very subtle, very annoying kind of pain in your body. Okay, and then you go back to sleep. Now, I do this all day long. Okay, I do this all day long. And when I'm resting, I just scrape. And it really relieves the pain because it's clearing the blockage of the chi. Okay, all right. And then now, one more important line. This is back to the mental state. Again, start at the elbow, go down to the wrist, and then focus on about 4 inches worth right here. Okay, now the other side. Okay, scrape the middle of the elbow, further down, all the way down to the wrist, come back, and then just right below the bone, and then straighten out the arm and on top of the bone, and then rotate a little bit on the other side of the bone. This exercise is getting a little bit more popular now, and people realize that um, different way of explaining things, but basically people understand that when you scrape like this, right, it works on the just below the skin and it relieve a lot of pain in the body. All right, now back of the hand, the fingers, back of the hand, the thumb, and then now you can also get scraping tools. Okay, make it with bamboo. You could do that, right? That will work. I prefer to use my hand because I believe that the hand is the healing hand. Okay, now there will come a time when I don't have enough strength in my fingers, then the tool becomes important, right? Okay, all right. So we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Okay, so hang on just 1 second. We're not done yet. All right, so now we're going to do a little bit more energetic kind of therapy. Right? Okay, now stretch your spine, lean back, open that shoulder, relax that shoulder. Okay, it's very important to sit like this and form that conduit between the heaven and earth, right? So when we talk about life energy, chi, it's not the energy you generate after, from the breakfast. It's actually energy from the universe. You're a being. So you're a being part of the universe, right? So once again, stretch, get used to that. Okay, stretch, lean back, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. Now pointing all fingers towards the camera. The four fingers are the springs. The thumb is what's holding down the springs. Make sure you lock your elbow. Wind up the springs, but don't let it go. Right, hold it down with your thumb as hard as you can. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, come back. Once again, stretch, lean back, open, relax. Now, this energy point, when you open it, right? When you close it, it's like this. When you open it, it's like this. Okay. Now, this is called the gate to the cloud. It's the last energy point of the lung energy line before it goes inside the body. It's called the gate, right? Gate of the cloud. So, again, when I talk about the lung energy line is mineral. So they believe, try to believe that this is the energy line that basically distribute the energy into your body, like the fog, like the cloud in the morning, right? All right, so now open the shoulder, relax. I'm going to form what's called a lotus hand. We're going to take the middle fingers and the thumb, we're going to press that together. Then we're going to take the other three fingers and really stretch it out. And then now we're going to take this thing called a lotus hand. We're going to put that on the gate of the cloud. Once again, open the shoulder, back of the hand facing the camera. Get ready. One, back of the hand facing the camera, stretching out the fingers. Come back, form the lotus hand, the middle finger and the thumbs press, three fingers stretch, put that on the gate of the cloud. Once again, open the shoulders, sit up straight, get ready. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and nine, and 10. Okay. So this one, remember I said the scraping is good for carpal tunnel. This one is good for the frozen shoulder. It's actually just relieve the blockage of the energy. All right. So the next thing I want to do is do some massage of the neck, and then also and then eventually end up at the top of the head, the ears, and all that. Those are the extremities, right? So as much as people have carpal tunnel, which is a form of inflammation, frozen shoulder, they have also what is called the Darwinger's bump. Okay, which is also bad. This is all that is indication that there's something very, very wrong with your body. And so first, we're going to stretch as if we're hanging the spine onto the ceiling. Then we're going to lean back and open the shoulder and relax. Now we're going to check our forehead. Lean back the forehead so the ears on top of the shoulder, and then tuck in the chin. So the top of the head is called 100 meet, would be facing the sky on top of the spine. So now we're going to take two hands, lock the fingers, put that behind the neck. Use the thumb to feel the skull, and then you feel this cavity on both sides. This is called the pond of wind. Okay, the wind is something you can feel, but you cannot see, you cannot taste, and you can only feel. So this is actually a energy point of a chi line that we name after gallbladder, which has a lot to do with the nerve. And so now we're going to press down with the thumb, press down as hard as you can. Lean back the neck so you put in some pressure. You feel some pain, but the pain will eventually go away. Okay? And then relax. Now take the right hand, put that on the left, press down, and then pull to the right as if you're opening a channel. Same thing on the other side. Press down and pull to the left. Okay, now come back with the thumb, and this time we're going to massage. Okay, before we will do acupressure. And now we're going to move towards the ear on top of the skull, and we're going to massage with the thumb. Now we're going to take the right hand, put that below the ear, and then massage the neck, and then tell yourself to relax, and then relax. Okay, the other side, relax, relax, and then relax. Now on top of the ear, bring it down, relax, relax, relax. Same thing on the other side, relax, relax, and then relax. Okay, now we're going to use one hand, thumb on one side, fingers on the other, right? Massage, and then we're going to massage the neck, go to the middle of the neck. Okay, now we're going to use the thumb in between. There's a cavity here, and we're going to massage. Okay, now we're going to learn to massage the shoulder. And a lot of you have high blood pressure. That's a symptom. That's not a disease. Except that the doctor treat it as a disease. They do everything they can to knock down that high blood pressure as if that's going to cure you. It doesn't. It just eliminate the symptom. And one reason that you're having high blood pressure is that you're not getting enough oxygen into your brain. And when they lower the high blood pressure, that makes it even worse. And over time, you would have a lot of pain in here because you're just not getting enough energy into your brain. So let's learn to massage the neck as well as the shoulder. So there's a energy point here called the well on the shoulder, and it's just part of the gallbladder energy. Excuse me. So use your right hand, put that on top, and just massage. Now go over the shoulder, and then you have a cavity here. Massage. Now you go to the side. There's another cavity here. Massage, and then you just kind of do this. Okay. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Sit up straight. Massage here, and then reach over and massage here, and then massage. Okay. Now over here. Massage a little bit, and then same thing. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're done with the massage of the neck and all that. So I'm going to show you how to massage the face and then also the ears, right? Those are all extremities. Okay, so now let's back to the hand. Put the hands together and then massage the face, the side of the face, the temple, the forehead, top of the head, the big brain, back of the head. That's the memory part. Lower part of the neck, the head, the brain is this small brain, that's the motor function, and then the neck, and then I'll massage the side of the ear, on top of the ears, and back to the face. Okay, now we're going to focus on the face now. A lot of energy, the point line comes here. This is called the guardian, no, governing, sorry, governing. This one named after the bladder, this one named after the gallbladder. They all come to your eye. One of the things happens as we age is that we start to have problem with the eye, right? Glaucoma is the worst you can get, but there are others. And so we're going to learn to massage the energy point around the eye. We're going to take the index finger, put that at the beginning of the eyebrow, press, hold it, release, put that in the middle, and then just massage the eyebrow as if you're squeezing toothpaste. There's three energy points. And then take the thumb, put that under the eye, and then from the corner to the tail under the eye bag. Okay, and there's three energy points here. Very gently. The other side, very gently. Now we're going to take the thumb and we're going to start at the corner of the eye, but move up. You see the eye socket, right? There's a right on the bone, and press. There's a you feel a little cavity. Okay. Now we're going to do some eye massage, eye exercise. Close your eye. We're going to turn the eyeball up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left. One last time. Up, right, down, left, back up to up again. And then we're going to go counterclockwise. Left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up. Open your eyes. Is it bright? Yeah, it's called bright light. Okay. Now take two fingers and just kind of massage from the corner of the eye to the corner of the mouth to the chin. Now we're going to take the thumb and go down and on top of the cheek and just put some pressure on that. And they're going to use the index finger, put that outside the nose. That's good for the sinus. And then for high blood pressure, this is the part that senses whether or not you're getting enough oxygen into your brain. All right. So two main reasons for high blood pressure. High blood pressure again is just a symptom. Okay. One is that you're not getting enough oxygen. So we do a lot of exercise here to improve our lung heart combination. And so after we're done with all this, we're going to sit down and do abdominal breathing that would help with that. Now, last week, and then next week we focus on the breathing exercise, right? The pranayama. That would be good. That will reduce your high blood pressure because it puts more oxygen into your brain. So this is the part that senses it. Now, the other reason for high blood pressure is you're just a lot of stress. You have a lot of stress. So that's another thing that we can help. All right. Okay. So now we're going to learn how to massage the ear. The ear has the shape of the fetus. The Chinese believe that it has all the energy points in your body. So we're going to divide that into three parts. The upper part, we're going to put the thumb inside, the fingers in the behind, and then it's kind of massage. Then the middle, massage. And then take the index finger, put that inside, the thumb in the back, and massage. Okay, now we're going to massage the tip, yank, massage the outside, massage the ear loop, yank. And we're going to leave the thumb behind the ear. We're going to use the index finger, put the outside. And first, we're going to make some circular motion to massage. And then we're going to just go up and down and massage. Then we're going to take two fingers, one on top of the ear, one on the skull. And we're going to go from the top to the bottom, top to the bottom. So this one will help with the high blood pressure. Okay. And then over here. All right. Okay. So now we're going to come back to tapping. We're going to tap from the top of the head all the way to the bottom of the feet. All right. So those are again the extremities. And so before we tap on the top of the head, and we're going to come back to our posture, stretch, lean back, open, relax. Lean back the forehead, tuck in the chin. All right. So this is one pillar supporting the sky. Then we're going to take 10 fingers vertical, put that on top of the head. We're going to tap that 30 times. Get ready? Go. Now we're going to learn to comb a hair using the tip of the fingers, not the fingernails. We're going to put four fingers on the forehead, the thumb on the side. We're going to go up one, all the way to the neck, two, just massage the skull, three. Now I'm going to massage the side. So put the fingers on the side, one, two, and three. All right. Okay, so we're going to continue. We already tapped the top, so we're going to continue the rest of the body, rest of the upper torso. So first, we're going to come back to our friend, the top, the shoulder right here, right, for the well in the shoulder, and we're going to also this energy point here, go to gate to the crown. Up again, sit up straight, open the shoulder, relax, taking the right hand. This is called the empty hand, as if you're drinking water. We're tapping with the air pocket. All right. So we put the fingers on top, the palm, the fingers in front. We're going to turn, sit up straight, turn the head slightly to the right. Listen with the left ear. This is a meditation. Focus. All right. Get ready. Wake up. Continue. And once again, stretch, open, lean back, relax. Left hand, empty hand, right ear. Get ready. Wake up. Continue. Okay. Now, this is the lung. This is the gallbladder energy line. Now, we're going to work on the heart again. The finger, the energy line that goes here, here, and then goes here, goes inside the body. So this is an important one. But it's also important that we learn to stretch this part of the arm. This is the very important part of the energy line. So we're going to take the elbow, put that on top of the head, sit up straight, and we're going to pinch the upper part of the ear, We're going to take the right hand, empty hand, put that on your armpit, turn the head to the right, listen with the left ear. Wake up, continue. And now the other side, take the right elbow, put that on the top of the head, pinch the left ear. Okay, sit up straight so you're actually stretching this part of the arm. Take the left hand, empty hand, put that on the armpit, turn the head to the left, listen to the right ear. Get ready, wake up, continue. Okay, now one last thing. Actually, not yet. There's one last thing, which is the back of the body. But here is the important part. This is the elbow, right? Remember three energy line, all three elbow. So we're gonna lock the elbow, put the palm at the height of your eyebrow. Gonna take the right hand, empty hand, fingers on top, the palm on the side. Okay, all three energy points. Listen with the left ear. Get ready. Wake up. Continue. And the other side, lock your elbow, palm at the top of the eyebrow, left hand, empty hand, right ear, wake up, continue. Okay, all right. So now we're going to work on the back. The back is a lot of energy points. So you know that people do with the suction cup, right? You see that, right? Especially a couple of years back, the professional athletes, the Olympic athletes discovered this technique called using the suction cup. So they're working on energy points in the back. That's all named after the bladder. Okay, so we're going to work on that. So let's stretch, open, relax. Taking the right hand, empty hand, reach as far back as you can. Take the left hand, use the back of the hand, wrap around here. This is where the kidneys are. Okay. Now the kidney is water, the heart is fire. So this is called mixing the water and fire. First you have to do is you need to rotate. Make sure you rotate. Okay, get ready. Go. Okay. All right. So the Chinese way of approach to health is one of harmony. So that's why I call this the Qi therapy. Therapy is a technique, it's a methodology that restore harmony, right, in your body. You have disorder, and this disorder comes from disharmony. So when you restore the harmony, then the body will heal itself. And so this thing called mixing the water and fire is really the recognition that your body, all these internal organs, can be separated into three parts: what's above the diaphragm and what's below the diaphragm, but above the belly button. Okay, three parts. And they actually have a saying that the upper part is like the fog. This is the part that um, the heart and the lung takes the energy, takes the oxygen, takes the the moistures from the air and distribute it into your body. It's like the fog, right? The fog is very important. Fog is very important. And then the middle is like the foam. This is where you actually do some fermentation, right? Digesting the food. And then the bottom part is like the sewage. But sewage with the connotation that it's not just something you dump, but it's actually something that you need to filter to make sure that the 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 good the important minerals and nutrients are not leaking through your body, right? So that's how they believe, and then they believe in the harmony in those three regions. All right, so we're done with the upper torso. Now it's time to work on the lower part of our body. And just like when we work on the upper part, we start with massaging the fingers. We're going to start learn how to massage the feet. Okay. All right. All right. So we're going to learn to massage the feet. Now, the two things that you need to pay attention to because they're a good indication of the health, your health. One is whether or not your feet is cold, right? So if the feet is always cold, that is indication that you have very blood circulation. You don't have enough oxygen in your body, and your body prioritize. So it gives it all the oxygen to in your upper body where your organs are, and it ignores the bottom of the feet. So your feet gets very cold. So that means your circulation is bad. The other thing you should pay attention is whether or not you have slivers in your mouth. Okay, when you're always under stress, when you're in fight or flight, the saliva gland is turned off. So you notice that I can talk for hours and I still have plenty of slivers in my mouth because I I maintain mindfulness. All right, so let's just massage the toe one at a time. Massage what I call the neck area. Massage the inside. Okay, you should learn to do this before you go to sleep. When you take a shower, put a plastic stool inside your shower and sit down and massage. Now we're going to massage the ball area using the pincher because I have thick skin. And then we're going to massage the heel, same thing, right? The heel is where the bladder energy line goes. And then we're going to use the scraping tool and just scrape at the bottom of the feet, getting the circulation going. And this is a very important part, which is the arch. The arch is where the two energy line goes. One is the kidney, one is the splint. Okay. So learn to massage the arch. Arch is very important. Okay. Now we're going to fold the feet like this. You notice that there's a bone here, and then we're going to work on the inside the bone. This is where the splint energy line goes. First, we're going to identify the angle. We're going to measure 4 fingers, and then there's an energy point here. Massage for the triple in, and then we're going to scrape. Okay, now this part here is actually quite important. This is a um, the energy line that we name after the splint. And this is the earth energy line, the soil, the earth. Okay, this is where you cultivate life. So just like the soil is responsible for transportation and transportation of water and transformation of nutrient. The splint energy line is also responsible for transportation. So if you have any kind of swelling in your body, that's because your lymph nodes are blocked, and so obviously when your lymph nodes blocked, your immune system is shot to hell, and so this energy line would help. The other one is that when you're just not absorbing nutrient. Okay, so this turned out to be a very important part. Okay, you should check to see if you have swelling. So take your thumb, push down, and then if it doesn't come back up, you got problem. Okay, don't ignore the swelling. And if you go to a doctor and they give you dialectic to get rid of the water, that doesn't solve your problem. All right. Now we're going to learn to massage this part of the feet. This is the liver energy line, and then push down. The liver has a lot to do with anxiety. Okay, press down, And this one, this energy point here is also, you notice that this energy point and this energy point are very similar. Both of them are would help with high blood pressure. Remember, I said high blood pressure has to do with stress and anxiety, right? All right. So turn the feet over, bend the fingers, the toes back. You see this piece of muscle here? Now, this is very important. This is a longevity tendon. Okay. Now we're going to work on the bottom of the ball area, and this is the very important energy point for the gushing spring. Gushing spring. Okay. And as the society modernized, we do less and less physical exercise. There's less and less opportunity for this energy point to be touching the ground. So when this energy point is not touching the ground, then you're actually not getting the, the positive energy from the earth, right? So this is not good. So exercise more. All right. So now remember we do the tapping, the mixing water and fire. This is a very good one. This is a technique that was invented by a doctor in the Tang Dynasty, and it's called the use the center of the palm. You put that on top, and empty hand 30 times. Get ready, go. Continue. Okay, so all that exercise, right? And one of the things that it does is that it improves your circulation. And you notice that when you come to your right foot, it's already very warm, even though you haven't done anything to it. It's already very warm, right? Just like when we massage your ears, your whole body is warm. Okay, so massage that, massage the neck area, massage the inside, massage the ball area, massage the heel, scrape the bottom of your feet with the knuckles, and then very important, scrape the arch, right? Arch, starting at this piece of bone here, right here, all the way to the heel. Okay, just follow the arch, and then now go from the ankle, four fingers, the bone underneath the bone, massage, and then scrape all the way from the knee to the ankle. Okay, scrape. Okay, now massage in between the toes and the second toe, big toe and the second toe. Right, use the edge of your thumb, and then kind of do some acupressure here. It hurts, huh? Okay, now bend the toes backward, and you see this tendon. Just massage that, and then back to the gushing spring. Press on that. Press, relax, press, relax. It hurts. Press and relax. And then using the hand, put that on top and get ready 30 times. Okay. Okay. Continue. And massage. Okay. All right. So the question is, should we always start with the left before we go to the right? No, no, not at all. There's no particular order. I like to just, um, as much as I can, I like to kind of have a pattern here. And so I want you to get into a pattern. All right. So, but it doesn't really matter. I would argue that you should do both. Otherwise, you become a lopsided yogi. Okay. All right, so now we're not done. Okay, we're not done. We're not done. Okay, all right, so we're gonna work on the rest of the lower part of the body. And keep in mind that what's inside is yin, what's outside is yang. Yin means absence of the sun. Outside, facing forward, facing the side, and in the back. Okay. Now the inside is the. Remember I talked about this here is the splint. This here is the liver. Okay. So we're gonna divide this into three parts and using a empty fist. So we're not holding it tight like you're not trying to beat yourself into submission and just very gently get ready, go. Second point. Okay, now this is the liver. The yang side of that is the gallbladder. It's over here. Okay, and once again on top, two energy point. Now the Chinese doctor they believe that these two energy points reduce your chance of having a stroke. Okay, okay. First one, get ready, go. Second one. Okay, now above the knee, two, below the knee, three. Okay, so three energy points. So first one, you slide your fingers, you see in between the bone, and then you can't go anymore, right? So this cavity here is right here. Okay, get ready. Now this one, arthritis is good, and then the other one's good is that immunity is good. Okay, get ready, go. And then in the middle. And further down. Okay, now, so this is the gallbladder. And then now we're going to work on another yang energy line called the stomach, which is the yang side of the splint. Now, this energy point that I'm going to show you is very famous, called the Emperor's energy point. And and the reason it's called energy point is, like you can imagine how much food the emperor consumed. And so after the big meal, the physician would come and they don't dare to touch the emperor. So they would use a stick to generate infrared. And then they would just heat up this point here. And so this is right here. So how do you find that? You go to the here, the knee, three, four fingers, find the bone right outside the bone. Okay, now get ready, go. And then further down, four fingers, find the front in the bone right outside. Okay, get ready, go. Okay, okay, we have one last energy point, which is at the bottom of the calf. And I couldn't state more important than the calf. Now, before I do that, there was a question. Oh, can you show where these energy points are from the side? Okay, so the side Okay, now you're never going to get the energy point just right because it changes with everyone. And so just get to the vicinity is fine. And there's a saying in the Chinese doctor that you can get the energy point wrong as long as you don't get the energy line, the line wrong. So the line travels here on the side. And so what we do is we just pick 2 points, dividing the thigh into three parts. And then this one is actually below the knee. Okay, it's right here. And then along here. Okay, now then the other question says, how about the knees? Okay, now the Chinese word for the energy point is not energy. The Chinese word for the energy point is the same word that we use for cave, is the indentation or the cavity. So when we work on energy point, they're really associated with connected tissue. They're really in between the cavities. So the knee, which is bone, has no energy points. Okay, it's in between. All right. So we say, well, but I have pain in my knee because I have arthritis. That's a symptom. It means that your body is inflamed. But the reason that you're inflamed is because the energy lines are blocked. So let's work on the energy lines, and then your knee will get better. All right. It's a little different. It's actually um, we're not healing anyone here. This is don't get. We're not healing. There's no healing going on here. You're just self healing, right? We're just relieving the blockage of your chi, your energy line. Keep in mind that we call this life energy. They're the channel through which the energy from the universe will flow through. All right. You can have life without life energy. They're called zombies. All right. Now I have to emphasize the thigh. I mean the calf. Okay. Now there's been a study I mentioned a few times already at UCSF, University of California, San Francisco, at the Dementia Research Center, and they noticed that the deterioration of the calf is directly associated with the dementia. Dementia is inflammation, right? And they call this the second heart. So I want you to learn to massage the calf. It's just that important. Okay, we learn to massage the calf. Feel your calf. Is it too stiff, too soft? Does it have elasticity? You want to maintain the elasticity. So it means that you have to walk more, or you have to bicycle. Right? Those, both of which are good for your calf, but don't run. Okay, don't run. I don't have anything about running. It's just that it's not the way to promote longevity. Just brisk walk. Okay, now at the very bottom of your calf is an important energy point. And so I want you to get into the habit of massaging that using your right knee and just kind of do this. Okay, do this. All right, and then now we're going to tap that 30 times. Okay, same thing on the other side. And when you're watching TV, just massage. Okay, massage, right? And then put that on top. And then tap that 30 times. Okay, and massage. Now, okay, here's a question why running isn't good. Okay, all right, a little bit of history lesson here. You know, there's something called the Opium War in China. You don't know? You know, there's a place called Hong Kong, right? Hong Kong was the British colony, not anymore, but it was a result that the Chinese lost what is called the Opium War. So why was there a war on opium? Because they were trying to ban opium. So why was there opium? Well, opium is grown in the highlands of India and is grown by a company called the East Indian Company that were doing trade with China. They were buying tea from China and paying them with silver. After a while, they said, "This is not a good deal. Where do I get the silver?" So they start growing opium and importing it into China. The Chinese said, "Oh, this is Western medicine. This is great. Gives me a lot of energy. I like that." They got addicted to it. And then it turns out that it's the worst they could do. So the entire country was weakened by that. And so the Qing dynasty decided that that's not good. So they started a war. They started twice actually called the Opium War. They lost. Okay. When we exercise, exercise is good. Exercise is very good. But one of the reasons that once we start exercising, we get addicted to it because we get a lot of stress, happy hormone in the body, which is good. But we get addicted to the stress hormone, not understanding that there's a downside to it, which is that when you exercise, when you're doing very, very aggressive exercise, the body doesn't know that you're exercising because we have never exercised as a human species. We always run away from lions. So they think that you're running away from lions. So they put out a lot of the steroid in your body to do what? To reduce your inflammation, right? That's what it does. The body does that for millions of years. That's what the body does. Is that when you run, you're running away from lions. So they shut down your salivary gland. They shut down all your immune system. They shut down your digestive system. They shut down your reproductive system because you're running away from lions. And they put out as much steroid as possible called cortisol to reduce inflammation. What's wrong with that? The problem is that if that's all you do, you're actually destroying the harmony in your body. Okay? I have nothing against running. Well, I do, but I'll talk about that in a minute. I have nothing against running. I have nothing against weightlifting. I have nothing against doing hot yoga. It's just that you have to be mindful that during that process, your body doesn't know the difference. Your body thinks that you're in danger. It puts out stress hormone. And over time, your body loses the sensitivity to the stress hormone. So then what happened? Your body start to inflame, and that's how chronic inflammation starts. So I have nothing against energetic exercise. I'm just asking you to be mindful of the harmony. As much as you run, you should spend enough time to do what? To meditate. And this is what we're going to do next, right? Okay, so just be mindful. As soon as, whenever you do energetic exercise, you spend equal time to let the body restore itself. All right, it's very important. But I do have something against running because it's really bad for your joints. Love walking is fine. I love walking. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna come back. Okay. So what did we do? What did we just do for our? What is it now? We started at 7:30, so it's 8:30, right? For 1 hour, what did we do? We're just preparing. What do we mean by preparing? We're just clearing the tripillaries. We're clearing all that 12 meridian, the energy in the body. And what's left is the primary channel. The primary channel runs in the back, facing the sun, obviously the yang channel. And then the primary channel runs down to your belly button. That's the yin channel. And so this is the conduit of energy that goes around. And so what we're going to learn now is how to channel that life energy through our body. And we do that by learning how to do abdominal breathing. Okay. But before we do that, let's just make sure that our body is part of the universe. So we're going to sit with the feet firmly planted on the sitting mats. If it's not, then put some blankets and pillows and whatnot so that you're not using any muscle. I don't recommend that you lift up your arms, so make sure that your hands are touching your body or somewhere. And then most important is I want you to focus on the bottom of your spine. I want you to walk up your spine as if a dragon is walking on it. And as you walk the spine towards the top of the head, I want you to stretch the spine as if you're hanging the spine on the ceiling. You sit like a bell. Your spine is the clapper. It needs to be hanging from the ceiling. Then I want you to lean back as to the point where you're just about to fall over. Then I want you to open that shoulder Relax the shoulder. Mindful that when you open the shoulder, the gate of the cloud is open, and when you relax the shoulder, the, the, the well on the shoulder is relaxed. Then I want you to focus on your forehead. Lean back the forehead until the ears on top of the shoulder, so that the weight of the head is on top of the spine. You're not using the neck muscle. Then I want you to focus on your chin and just kind of tuck in your chin a little bit. So the top of the head, the 100 meat, is on top of the spine. So this posture is called a one pillar supporting the sky. Keep in mind that the universe is unbound, so you're now the center of the universe. Now I want you to think about your eyelid as if they are like the window shade. I want you to close the window shade, but don't shut it. So you can see a little bit of light coming through your eyelashes. Totally relaxed. Then I want you to take the tip of the tongue and put it behind your teeth, but right behind this energy point called the center of being, and just touching where the teeth meets the roof of your mouth. Now this makes this loop conductive, but it also open up your saliva gland. Make sure that you're in rest and digest. Okay. Now I want you to focus on your belly button. I want you to think about your belly button like the bellow. You know, the blacksmith have a bellow. So you need to learn how to activate the bellow, bringing it up, out, and like pushing on the bellow, pulling it back like that. I want you to think about your nostril, your nose, just like the chimney, which means that I don't want you to breathe by sucking air through your chimney. I want you to breathe by learning how to activate the bellow. So I want you to focus on the belly button. I want you to just observe your own breathing. I want you to know, observe your breathing, starting with knowing. I know that I'm breathing in. I know that I'm breathing out. Now, focus on your belly button. As soon as you know that you're breathing in, I want you to take that belly button and bring it all the way across the room as much as you can. And when you do that, the diaphragm is, you're bringing down the diaphragm, opening up the lung chamber. And then when you know that you're breathing out, I want you to take that belly button and bring it all the way to the back as if you're collapsing the belly button to your spine. And that happens, the diaphragm pushes up and you're collapsing the stomach, pushing all the stale air out of your lung, bottom of your lung. Okay, this is called abdominal breathing. And sit up straight, breathe in, forward, as much as you can. You can feel that you're expanding your stomach. You're breathing in as much air as you can. But again, keep in mind that you're not sucking air through the chimney. You're just pulling out the bellow. And then when you breathe out, push the stomach back. Feel the air being squeezed out of the chimney. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out, backward. Slow down your breathing, making your breathing as long as possible. Relax, okay? Now let's sit like that for 5 minutes. This is actually a very important exercise. Once again, okay, try not to suck air through your nostril. Just use your stomach. I know it's very difficult, but let's try it anyway. Just relax. Breathe in, breathe out. Just relax. Okay, now we're going to continue. From a scientific standpoint, what we're just doing now, using the abdomen, the stomach to breathe, where we're really using the diaphragm, just increasing the lung capacity when we breathe in, and then pushing out all the stale air from the lung when we breathe out. But actually, moving the diaphragm is the most important part of the body. Is the most important part of the connective tissue. Okay, it's really the central nerve system for the connective tissue system, the chi system. It actually generates a lot of static electricity in the stomach. That's why we call it the dan ten, the field of fire. Imagine the fire that you create in the abdomen is like the pearl of the dragon to a fire pearl, to fireball. I want you to learn to bring that fireball up the spine, starting at the lower part of your spine. Just wait until your body start to breathe in. As you breathe in, walk up the spine like the dragon's walking up. And what you're doing now is you're creating electric potential. The electricity will travel on your spine to the top of your head. As soon as you know that you're breathing out, I want you to come back from the top of the head to the forehead, to the bridge of your nose, to the tip of your nose, to the tongue, all the way to the stomach. As you breathe in, go up, stretch the upper torso all the way to the top of the head. As you breathe out, bring it back down, lean back as if you're making way for the dragon. This technique is called the wandering dragon chasing the pearl. The key word is wandering. The dragon is free. So as you come up to the top of the head, let it be free. As if the dragon is going into the cloud outside of your body. And then when you breathe out, let the dragon comes back to your belly button, to your dantian, as if the dragon is hibernating in the cave. Breathe in, stretch your upper torso. Breathe out, lean back and relax. Let's just sit for 3 minutes. I'll explain the science of that in a minute. Okay, open your eyes. Okay, so the modern medical term for chronic inflammation is sometimes called autonomous nerve disorder because you're either stuck in the sympathetic nerve system, which is the um, fight or flight, or you're stuck in the other side, which is the parasympathetic side, which is called rest and digest. When you're stuck on the energetic side, you create too much stress hormone, you loses the sensitivity, the body start to develop chronic inflammation. If you're stuck on the other side, you're not generating stress hormone when you need it. You start to have lightheadedness, you start to have all kinds of problems associated with that. So this technique here basically cycles your body through the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. As you bring up the energy to your spine, you're actually breathing in. That's when you're energizing the body. And when you come back down, you're relaxing, and that's the restorative part. Okay. So the the recently the scientists have done a great study on that, and it turns out that when you learn to use your stomach to breathe, it improved what is called a heart rate variability, which is the heart rate between the when you breathe in versus when you breathe out. When you breathe in, you're energizing, your heart beats a little faster. When you breathe out, you relax, the heart beats a little slower. The difference is only about 50 milliseconds. But if you can measure it like they do with Apple Watch, and they find that there's a correlation with that with dementia when they measure the heart rate variability versus a protein marker. They find out that this technique actually reverses dementia. Tremendous. Okay. All right. So let's continue, and we have about 9 minutes left, just enough time to do this very important qigong exercise, which is a technique that I believe will help you maintain youth as you age. Okay, what I call mindful aging. It has many elements to it. It combines three important exercises: stretching, the cardio, which in this case is a generalized cardio. It's not just the heart; it's the heart and lung, and then also the muscle building. All right, and it. Looking at the other way is that it increases your lung capacity by using your diaphragm, right? And anyway, okay, so before we do that, we set for so long, let's just loosen up the knee a little bit and go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. The other way, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Now to the heel. Okay, right foot first. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now there are two things very important about this practice. One, if you stay for this, you need to stay for the meditation. Okay, don't do this and then without meditating. We got to do this to maintain the harmony. Two, as soon as we energize, we need to spend equal time in observing our breath. So we go from energetic to restorative. Okay? Otherwise, you create too much stress hormone in the body. And so first, we're going to stand with the feet firmly on the ground, about the same width as the shoulder. And then we're going to turn the toes inward, forming a goat stand. Okay? And now we're going to loosen up the knee. As soon as you loosen up your knee, you're activating the calf. Remember how important the calf is? So this whole exercise is, in the end, it's all about the calf. Now, it comes in 14 forms, 12 meridians plus the two primary. So we're going to open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. Now, don't look down. Okay, now we're going to have to form that straight line in the spine that we talked about. The first form is called the spirit boosting palm. So your emphasis, your center of focus now is at the palm. Palm is facing the earth, and you make sure you form a plane. Okay. Now, when I say go, you don't go. You focus on the center of your palm and you push like this. Okay. But with your mind, body together. Get ready? Go. And then quickly back to the breath, one breath at a time. I know I'm breathing in. I know I'm breathing out. Another one. I know I'm breathing in. I know I'm breathing out. Very important. Okay. Second time. Focus. Get ready. Go. That sends a sharp wave through your spine. Two breath. Third time. One last time. Get ready. Focus on the center of your palm. Okay. Get ready. Go. And then relax. Focus on your breathing. Okay. After two breaths, the second form is called pointing the one tail. Pointing, the word that we use for pointing is the same as the word that we use for the thumb. So you focus on your thumb, you point it to here. This is the energy point called the one tail. But you don't touch, you form just an energy loop. Now you roll up your four fingers and then you take your thumb as if you're hanging a bucket of water, and then you lift up the bucket of water. You stretch your thumb upward as much as you can, holding it, and then relax. But don't lower your hand. Relax your fingers. Focus on the breathing. Okay. The thumb is the large intestine, remember? So this is what I would call detox. Now stretch the thumb upwards, bend the thumb upward as hard as you can, and then relax. Focus on the breathing. And then one last time. And then relax. Lower your hand. Completely relax. Focus on your breathing. Okay. The next one is called the beginner's mind. This is like the baby's mind. This is what the baby do when they're inside the mother's womb. So you focus on the center of your palm. You take your thumb. You put it across. You take the four fingers. You roll up and you squeeze your fist. Okay. So what you're doing is you're using your thumb to press against two very important energy points on your palm that has to do with the heart. And then you relax without lowering your hand. Two breath. Second time, squeeze and then relax. Third time, squeeze and then relax. Lower your hand, completely relax. Now we're going to take a deep breath. You put your fists together right below the belly button. This is the energy point called the Sea of Chi. You take a deep breath as you raise your hand all the way up to here, okay? And you stretch your body upward. Get ready? Breathe in. Relax. Now you bring your elbow together. You focus on your back. Remember we were tapping the back. The back is where the bladder energy line goes, and you just stretch your back as if you're cracking the back, and then relax. Focusing on the breathing. And when I do this one, I always visualize the professional athlete with the cups in the back. Right? Get ready. Stretch, and you're just doing the same thing. You're stretching your back and then relax. It's just that they stretch the back using the suction cup. After two breaths, one last time, stretch and then relax. Focus on your breathing. Now the next one is called the fist on top of the head. So you focus on your fist, you open your shoulder, you bring your fist above the head, and then you open your fingers. Now this one is very cardio. So you roll your fist one joint at a time. One joint, two joint, lock up your thumb, open your shoulder, and you squeeze as hard as you can, squeezing all the blood into your heart, and then you relax. Let the blood come back to the fingers. Open the hand. After two breaths, get ready again. Squeeze. And then open your fingers. Relax. Focus on your breathing. Okay. Energetic, and then restore. Energetic, energize and restore. Energize and restore. One last time, open your shoulder, roll your fist, squeeze as hard as you can, and then open your hands, relax. Let the blood come back to the fingers. One breath at a time. Okay, the next one is called stabbing the shoulder. Remember this energy point? We grab two dagger, we open the shoulder, we point the dagger onto the shoulder. Okay, now you notice that when you stab the back of the neck, remember those two energy points are going to be very tight. This is what you want. Get ready? Open the shoulder, point the dagger onto the shoulder, and stab. Feel the tightness in the back of your neck? And now get ready to relax. And then relax. Focus on the breathing. Second time, open the shoulder, grab the dagger, point the dagger on your shoulder, and stab. Get ready, relax. Focusing on the breathing. Okay, when you relax, it's like opening the floodgate. Let the chi go to the top of your head. Get ready, one last time. Open the shoulder, grab the dagger, point the dagger on your shoulder, and stab. And then relax. Now, the next one is called the cross. And what we're doing is we're stretching the back of the arm, which is the energy line called the triple warmer, which is basically your entire internal, creating harmony inside. Okay, very important. So what we do is we open the arms, making a cross. Now imagine you have two trees on the side and you're just going to push the trees. Okay, first we're going to rotate the wrist, then we're going to roll the fist, take a deep breath, and push as hard as you can. And get ready, relax. Focusing on the breathing. Second time. And push. And then relax. After two breaths, one last time. Rotate the wrist, roll the fist, take a deep breath, and push. And then relax. After two breaths, same thing, but in the front. This is called the front hanging. Now imagine you have a wall in front. Wrist, fist, take a deep breath, and push as hard as you can, and then relax. Second time. And push. Relax as hard as you relax. Okay. One last time. Push. And then relax. Now the next one, the next two is about the muscle. So lift up your arm, lift up your head. You're going to do chin up. So grab the bar, pull yourself up, and then relax. Very important to relax, okay? Second time, relax. One last time. So this is like doing weightlifting, except that you incorporate the meditation. Okay, same thing. This time, I call this ripping the yellow page. Imagine you have a yellow page. You might not know what the yellow page is. You're too young for this class. Rip the yellow page. And then relax. Second time. Use your muscle. Use it or lose it, okay? Use it. And then relax. Deterioration in your muscle is when aging starts, okay? Use it or lose it. One last time. And then relax. Now collect all your slivers. If you don't have any saliva, you're doing it wrong. Okay, swallow. We call that the J letter. Okay, this is good for your digestion. Now, check your ghost stand. Make sure that your knees are loose. You're not locking your knees. Okay, and then back of the hand touching, straightening up your spine, and then just go straight down. Looking at the floor. Make sure your ghost stand is there, still there. And you squeeze your fist one time, Relax, back of the hand touching, focusing on the floor. Second time, back of the hand touching. One last time, back of the hand touching, focusing on your breath. Now flip, focusing on the center of your palm. Okay, don't lock your knee. Okay, breathe in, breathe out, empty hand, breathe in, palm facing forward, lower your knee. You have a big rock in front and push mind body together. Breathe in, breathe out. Completely relax. Relax your body, relax your mind, relax your breath. Now walk back to a seat. Okay, we're going to sit 3 minutes. Very important to restore the harmony in your body. Okay, let your body restore the sensitivity to the stress hormone you just create. Okay, 3 minutes. Very important. Focusing on your breath. Okay, open your eyes. So you notice that we practically spent hour and 45 minutes together exercising through the entire body, and yet we don't sweat, we don't huff and puff. And usually I don't even drink water, but today I have some irritants in my throat, so I do. But most of the time you notice that I don't really drink water. And the reason for that is that we exercise to maintain harmony in the body. And so I talk a lot about yin and yang, and the yin organs are what we call treasure organs: the heart, the lung, the liver, the spleen, and the kidney. Those are called treasure organs. The Chinese believe that you were born with treasure. Those were given to you by your mother when you were inside her womb. And your job is to conserve them. And so we don't huff and puff because we believe that the air is the essence of the lung. We don't sweat because we believe that the sweat is the essence of the heart. That doesn't mean that we don't sweat. We just do it in moderation. We don't exert ourselves. It's all about harmony. It's all about harmony. We believe that if you can maintain the harmony in your body, creating the harmony between the yin and the yang, and being a being of the universe, being in the harmony of the universe, your health would be all right because your body will know how to heal itself. We also believe in harmony in the mental side, in the mental state of a body, of a being. We also believe in harmony with our neighbors, harmony with between countries. I believe in harmony. That's why I'm here. I believe that what we do here is just one step opening the window, understanding that the answer is in harmony. I don't need to exaggerate, I don't need to emphasize the kind of tragic event that is going on around us. I don't want to take any political position, but I do understand why people want to protest against a war in a foreign country that is funded by a tax dollar. I understand that. I also understand that in time, if we learn how to live in harmony, those problems will go away. So before we leave, I just want you to remind ourselves of the importance of harmony. I'm going to use the serenity prayer. Let us all be blessed with health, with happiness, and with peace. Not just peace be with you, but peace be within you. Peace that comes from harmony. Let us all let us be blessed with the courage to change things that we can change, to do the best we can to make this a better world than we found it. Let us all be blessed with the serenity to accept things that we cannot change, that the problem is too big for us, but we need to accept it as is. Let us continue with our practice using this opportunity to not only for our physical health, but also for mental health, to understand the source of all suffering is actually from within, to push away the black cloud so the sun reveal itself. That sun that is within us, the light that is within us is the true wisdom that allow us to know the difference. Have a great week. Namaste. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this. I look forward to this. Okay. All right. See you all next week. Okay. 星期一見. Bye bye. Gotta say goodbye to my army of Cantonese speaking grandmothers, including my mom. Okay. All right.